Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this Thursday because, tonight is one of those topics that I don't get an opportunity to really touch on much because typically I am motivating, inspiring, which I'm still going to do that. That's kind of like my foundation, or I'm teaching people how to make money or trying to certify life coaches and things of that nature. But what's crazy is the last couple of days, I have been seeing some things that have been quite disturbing down my timeline, and I kind of wanted to address it, if you will. And look, take it with a grain of salt, or you can utilize it to make some type of permanent change for you so you can attract the things that you want to attract. So before I get into it, I just want to introduce myself for those of you who do not know me. Hey. My name is Coach Toy. I am the educational director for ICC Life Coach Institute. We certify coaches. You can specialize in any area that you choose. Life coaches specifically, we have graduates in 9 countries and 31 states to date. And yes, we are globally accredited through the ICF. The second thing is we also have economical business courses to help you build your business, from business planning to marketing, branding, business funding, etc. So I'm just going to get into it. So a lot of people really hate Kevin Samuels, right? And I was one of those people who I can kind of take whatever it is, an individual has to say, and, with a grain of salt, but sometimes it pokes at us. So as I am thinking about Kevin and his message that he put out, I'm thinking of the women that are on my timeline who are single and are targeting men, if you will, that complain about not having one, but the way they carry themselves, I'm just appalled by some of it. Now, there's a disclaimer: only God can judge you, I cannot. But I will, and I am entitled to my opinion. I'm simply speaking from the experiences and the things that I've seen on my social media platforms. If it pokes you, my advice to you is to just change what and how you do it. All right, so I'm going down my timeline and I'm noticing on all of these apps, there are a lot of women that are half naked. It's a lot of women do a lot of cussing. It's a lot of women do a lot of twerking. It's a lot of women, especially in their 30s and their 40s, and posting stuff like, I need some DICK and a meal. I mean, like, they're literally putting the words on there. They're sharing memes of different vulgar things, and a lot of just, it's really distasteful, right? In my opinion. And what I find is a lot of them, if you scroll down their pages, you see a lot of things like, um, it ain't no good men out here, and talking bad about men, and it's just crazy to me. So for me, I felt like I needed to do a live on this. So keep in mind, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm not perfect, but I am respectful. Respect starts with you. And respect starts before the person even meets you. Respect starts when, hold on, TikTok, I'm gonna start letting people in once I get done with the live. So just hold on. I'll start letting people in the room in a minute. Respect starts when a person meets you, even before you open your mouth. It's how you carry yourself. And so what's interesting is, oftentimes I've seen a lot of women get upset with guys when they talk to them or approach them a certain way. But you are manifesting that type of behavior when you have your fruit, your cock, and your tail out at the same time. You're manifesting that. That's the law of attraction. You're attracting that. When you find yourself in a relationship with a man who don't want to take care of you like a lady and pay your bills and help you with the kids. Why? You manifesting that. How so? You manifesting that by the way you carrying yourself, even on and offline. I think a lot of people get it twisted. They think that they can just be themselves without any type of change. Change is simply modifying something that you're doing differently so that you can get something different. It is doing something that's the opposite, that's causing you the grief and all of the extra stuff that you're experiencing, knowing that you want something different. The way that law of attraction works is you put out the things, the energies and the vibrations that you want to come back your way. If you're not putting it back, into you the way that it should be so that you can get the things that you do want, you're going to forever find yourself in the same situation. And we all know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. At what point are you going to make a decision to do something different so that you can have more prosperity in your destiny? What you put out, you will get in return. In other words, if you are online and you got your booty on the sink with that dirty carpet, the mirror dirty, you got the cuss words on there, you talking about all men are dogs, you going to this whole thing about I don't need no man, I'm independent, and you mad because he ain't paying the bills. You mad because the men that can actually take care of you and treat you like you supposed to be treated ain't coming your way. They nervous. They like, we can't take her around the pastor. We can't take her around the teacher. We can't take her around the preacher. It starts with you right now. You can't wait until you get in a relationship and start acting like you're in a relationship. Because it's just like a job. When you apply for a job, the first thing they do is ask you about your background. Now they're even asking you for your social media links. Why? Because they want to see how you carry yourself. It's almost like it's a predetermination on if I want to do this or that with you. So, ladies, my thing is I'm tripping too off of the high five helpers. Y'all know the high five helpers. They are the ones when you post that foolishness, they amen in it and high fiving it, knowing dang on well you out of order. When you have that and you know it's foolish what you posted, because y'all know the way screenshots set up, it ain't going nowhere. See, this one of them for real, I can't coach in Real Talk Live because I ain't motivating this Friday tonight. Some of y'all gonna be mad at me and you might unfollow me and I don't care. My primary thing is so that you can start doing and being better. Y'all, we got to be more ladies. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better with our language. We got to do better with what we're posting online. We got to be careful with what we're doing behind closed doors. We got to be careful of the things that we are manifesting and putting out there, the energies and the vibrations that's giving us the thing that we know we don't want, ladies. We got to do better. We got to. It's a non-negotiable. Now, if you decide that you want to have the thottish-like mentality, if you decide that you still want to show your fruit cocktails to the world, if you decide that you want to share these posts that's inappropriate, that you know dang on well is out of order, if you decide to do that, that's perfectly okay. But understand what you're going to get back in return. And what you're going to get back in return, nothing from nothing equals nothing. If you put sugar honey iced tea out there, you are surely to attract flies. If you want sugar honey iced tea, keep putting it out there because that's what you're going to get. And then when the man move on and he decide the one that you like and you feeling, now all of a sudden you done act the fool the whole year on Facebook. This particular person been watching you, right? So then you start to kind of, reach out to him or whatever the case may be. And then you find out he was Susie or Sally. Now y'all on the lady page say, oh, she don't look better than me. Her body ain't better than mine. I'm a bad chick. She ain't got nothing on me. Okay, I'm going to tell you what she got on you. She got some class on you. She knows how to speak properly on you. She knows how to carry herself on and offline on you. She knows that it's important that what comes out of her mouth is that's what she got on you. She know how to dress appropriately. That's what she got on you. Y'all worried about the wrong thing while y'all sitting up there talking about her hair nappy, talking about her, she fat, she a CNA, whatever the put down that you got to do to the other woman to make you feel better. Keep on doing it. Meanwhile, she done went out into the sunset with the man that you trying to manifest. It's about how you carry yourself on and offline. Social media has really made it hard for a lot of people because it's almost like it's a competition. That's what it is. It's a big old competition. And none of this stuff really matter because when the cameras go off, what you got left? When the people going on about their business and doing what they doing with their lives, what do you have left? Comparison is the thief of joy. Out here comparing yourself, trying to see if I can go get me a BBL so my booty can be better than Tisha, Carisha's, and Rhonda so I can attract a man. Meanwhile, you 80 years old, they can't even fit you in your casket because your booty too big. Y'all gotta think about this stuff. And he don't care nothing about it. Half of these men don't even really care about no BBLs, no CBDs, no none of that. So when you're thinking about change, y'all got to remember Kevin Samuels. He talked about the high value man. I'm gonna talk about a high value woman. You know, I can speak from that perspective. When you attractive and you make six figures and you got your stuff together and you actually have a picking. And I'm gonna talk about the men next on my next live. They ain't gonna get away with it because I'm coming for them next, but it won't be on this live. But when he was talking about a high value man, even though I didn't care for his delivery, he wasn't wrong in what he was saying. He wasn't wrong in saying you cannot be out here asking for the thing that you cannot give in return. But you have to attract that type of individual first. The first thing is attraction. So if you're putting out things that's a turnoff to the man or the woman that you are trying to attract, you are already hustling backwards. You got a lot of people, they just real, into the look of things. Well, if you into the look of things and the look that you want to have as a man that has a certain type of value to him, you got to put that thing out so he can be attracted to the thing that you're putting out. It's that energy vibrations is very important to having a true, highly valued relationship. Look at the benefits would come with you just being a lady and being different. It's a lot of people that's getting way more attention from high value quality people, jobs, relationships, businesships, etc., because they know how to carry themselves. And what's sad is, y'all, to me, most of them is the women that's in their 30s and 40s out here cutting up. My mouth just dropped when I see it. Oftentimes what it comes from is these generational inabilities that has been taught that it's okay to just be authentically you. Well, there has to come a time when when that learned behavior is created that you break it. You got to break that in order for you to get something different. So you're wondering, why am I going from man to man, from bed to bed, from relationship to relationship? At some point, you got to realize you got to change you. You got to change the way you think. You got to change the things you post. You got to change up some of the stuff you wear. And I'm talking about the inappropriate stuff. You got to change the circle that you are around. You got to change your language. You got to change your energy vibrations if you want something different. You have to. So I'm going to break it down like this. Number one, you got to be the person that you want to attract. Who and what is it that you want to attract? So is it a man that makes six figures? Y'all know the 666 or SSS, whatever it is, with the six pack, with the whatever the other six is. He's sexy. That's the S. You want that? Or do you want the Joe that's working, and no offense, no shade, at the warehouse that's smoking and drinking and doing all this extra stuff that's really not responsible and really don't care about what you do or how you dress because we from the hood or we whatever? What is it that you want? Because that's what you're going to get back in return. So the first thing is you have to be the change that you want to see in order to attract the person that you want to be with. Number two, you got to be mindful of what you put out there because it's coming back. It's going to come back with a vengeance too. See, for me, I have to be the woman that I am on and offline simply because that's a requirement that I have of myself. We got to start requiring just as much of ourselves as we do as other individuals. What I found is a lot of people want to be respected and oftentimes get rejected. Why? Because they ain't putting out what they... Okay, drop in the comments. I just want to make sure I ain't in the room by myself. How many times have you heard, and I just want you to put any type of emoji you want to in the comments if you've experienced this. How many times have you had a conversation with someone and, for example, they'll say you need to go to college and you need to get a good job, and you looking at them like you still stay at home with your mama. And you ain't got no college degree. So how you gonna tell me what to do? You ain't even doing what you need to do. So drop an emoji in the comments if you've ever experienced a situation where somebody was trying to tell you to do something they ain't doing. And you looking at them like, really? Like, are we really doing this? That's no different from when you're trying to attract something or someone in your life, expecting them to come to you. You pushing them away, ma'am. You pushing your stability away. You pushing your security away. You pushing your knight in shining armor away. I don't even know if they exist, but y'all get my drift. You pushing the things away from you instead of attracting it to you. So let's work on it. And then number 3, let me tell y'all something. Stop. And I'm going to say this, and somebody going to be mad as hell at me, but I don't care. Stop putting sugar, honey, iced tea out here and expect to attract anything other than flies. Let me tell y'all some true story. So I had this business partner that wanted to do business with me, right? And believe it or not, the first thing they asked me for was my social proof. Your social proof is going to take somebody put a poop emoji. Thank you, coach. Your social proof is the thing that typically people put out there that they're the most comfortable with showing to other individuals. Your social proof cannot be foolishness. It cannot be negativity. You can't be on social media talking bad about your baby daddy and your job and your children and the drama you in and expect to attract positive people. Because people that are positive and prosperous don't want to be around that foolishness. So what we end up doing is we go the other way. That's a yellow and a red sign, not a green. On the stoplight, you got a green sign, you got a yellow sign, and you got a red sign. That's a red and a yellow sign all day long. You got to be mindful of, I cannot say this enough. I did not care for Kevin Samuels' delivery, but for everybody that's mad at Kevin is mad because he's talking about them. That's the reason. That is the reason why y'all mad at Kevin Samuels. That man was saying a bunch of real true stuff, and women can't handle it because we're taught to be sensitive. We're taught that, all women, don't hurt their feelings and they're so this and so that. Man, that man was spot on when he was saying what he was saying. A lot of stuff he was right on there. Like I said, I don't agree with everything, but some of that stuff was spot on. You get them women, and y'all do it too. I used to be that person, but I ain't never put nothing out there that would degrade and disrespect me. I'm appalled that every time I see women on here, even under the men post, men can put certain things out there that women can't do. And it's just a double standard. It's the way of the world. Men can sleep with 17 women in a day. We can sleep with 17 men in a year and be considered a hoe. Call me a lie. Call me a lie. A man can have 14 children by 17 different women. A woman can have 17 kids by one man and she'll get passed by. Stop me when I start lying, in my brother words. In other words, we don't have the same standard. It's unfortunate, but it is what we don't. We are definitely different. He said that math ain't math right. Yes, it is, Brandy. Yes, it ain't math, but it's the truth. My whole thing is, ladies, let's try to be more lady-like. I'm not saying that you have to change who you are. I'm saying tweak it a little bit. Tweak it in such a way where you can grow. If you're in a circle of friends and all y'all just alike, it's time for you to get some new friends. If every time y'all go up, your turn up is y'all with booty shorts on and y'all clapping on the camera, I'm not talking about at home and you doing your thing at a girl's night out. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about everything you doing, you posting, y'all doing the hookahs. That, by the way, them hookahs is the equivalent to smoking 7 cigarettes at one time. Y'all killing yourselves. Please stay away from the hookahs. Smoke some weed. I don't smoke. But weed ain't never killed nobody that I know of. It's a plant, it's a herb. All I'm saying is hookahs, not good for you. Then y'all be smoking behind each other. Man, it's all kind of, I just don't get it. Okay, I'm going to let that go because that'll take me to a whole other place. So get you some new folks. Y'all outfits, it's okay to cover up at time. I tell you something, I got a rule of thumb. I tell my nieces, you do not show your fruit, cock, and your tail when you go out. If you wear something fitted and you got a little cleavage showing, I don't need to be seeing your booty too. If you got your booty out, cleavage covered. You got to leave something to the imagination. You know, if you got on something long and if you're going to do see-through, the whole outfit should be see-through. I shouldn't see your panties and your bra. The point I'm saying is, y'all, we got to do better. If on your page somebody posted something that make you feel a certain way, you might agree with it. Don't share that stuff on your page because now you connected with the foolishness because obviously you were comfortable with it. So because you reposted it, stop reposting that stuff. Gang banging, fighting, cussing, beefing with girls online, beefing with boys online. It's too much. Y'all doing way too much on social media. Way too much. All for what? For a temporary like? Oh God, y'all do more. Y'all work harder for likes than y'all do for these coins. Put that same type of energy into your business, into your relationship, into your career, into your children, into going back to school, into personal development that y'all do, trying to get a like on social media that costs you or them absolutely nothing, but it's gonna cost you a whole lot because of the embarrassment. Because, and you might not even think it's embarrassing, but you better believe. You know, I mean, I wish Facebook had a thing on there that can show you the different types of a different amount of people that see your stuff. For example, if you could see that 15,000 people saw your stuff and how many people actually liked it, that'll tell the true story. People don't really be rocking with a lot of stuff that y'all put out there. They don't. So essentially, you doing it for no reason at all, other than for folks to be talking about you and screenshotting it. And then when you want somebody that's a high value, whether it's a job, whether it's a man, whatever that thing is, now you don't even qualify for a while because you can turn the people off and you might have just been having fun that day. Learn how to be discreet. 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 Everybody don't have to know what you're doing. Everybody don't want to see your fruit, cock, and tails. We don't care about your baby daddy being a deadbeat. We don't care. We don't care about the court date. We don't care about, you know, the other woman he's sleeping with. We don't care. We don't care that the girl don't look like you. Well, she got him. You know, we don't care. We don't care about none of that stuff y'all be putting out there. Now, continue to post as you will. But be mindful when the thing you're trying to attract will definitely come back, but not the way you want it to. Because it's not the thing that you want, it's the thing that you do. It's the energy vibrations that you put out there that you're manifesting in such a way that will dictate if you get that thing that you really want or don't want. So my advice to you, and coaches don't give advice, but I'm giving some advice today. My advice to you is just be mindful. Think for 3 seconds. How will my granny feel? How will my father feel? How does this look in terms of my kids? We too damn old just to be saying I'm me and I'm grown and I can do me and me without caring about the people that you might offend or run away. What about the beauty that you're wanting into your life? What if the person just so happened to be like, oh my God, I'll just throw somebody out there. Keisha, you the most beautiful woman in the world. That she's like my dream girl. And then you put that 1 or 2 things out there and you totally blow it. We all have blown it before. Stop blowing it by trying to blow up on social media. It's hard, y'all. These kids setting themselves on fire. How you gonna compete with that on social media? How you gonna compete with somebody setting themselves on fire on social media? Let's be real. These people are pranking their kids and exploiting their kids. How you gonna compete with that? I'm not. Y'all rarely even know I got children because I don't post my kids on social media. I had somebody tell me I really thought that you had 1 kid, which was Cardi. I'm like, 3 out of 4 of my kids grown. So I'm not posting my children on social media because that ain't my place. Now, if it's every now and again, I'll post them babies. But for the most part, I don't put my kids out there. Then you got the fake gurus out here. You got so many people out here that claim they know about relationships. I'm sick of it. Especially on TikTok. Ain't none of these folks got no degrees. Ain't none of these people got no certifications. Ain't none of these people no counselors. Ain't none of these people therapists. They just speak from their own experiences. The point I am making is you cannot compete with social media. As a woman and a lady, for you to get the thing that you want, y'all, we got to change it up. And I'm not saying dress like a nun, but I'm saying don't dress like a prostitute. I'm not saying don't post stuff on social media, but I'm saying don't put your air out your dirty laundry on social media because we smell it and we don't want to. I'm not saying, don't be unhappy with the situation that you may be in with your child's father. But I am saying don't put the business out there to run the man away that you can potentially attract away. Because what's going to end up happening is now the guy that was looking at you, he's like, nah, she gonna put all that business on social media. You got to be mindful. So on that note, lady, the word for tonight is mindfulness. Be mindful of how you carry yourself on and offline. Stop trying to compete with these people on social media. It's just, you're not going viral. You looking stupid. I'm going to just call a spade a spade. You're not going to go viral. Just because you shaking your tail on social media, it's a million of people doing that. Just because you showing your fruit cocktails on social media, it's a million of them doing it. Y'all doing it for likes and somebody to push a button, but you've embarrassed yourself. You keeping yourself from your blessings. You keeping yourself from that job you want. You are hindering your manifestation. I don't want y'all to do that. So ladies, let's normalize being classy online. I'm not saying don't have fun because I'm having fun. Let's normalize dressing the way in terms of the people or the thing that we want to attract. Let's normalize speaking the language that will give us the thing that we want, which is happiness and love and prosperity. I'm not saying be no bishop or no nun around here. I'm not saying that because I'm neither of the two. But let's be a little bit more classier. And you can start one thing a day. Remember, change is modifying something that in your life to make a difference. Altering the thing that you need to alter to get a different result. That's what change is, ladies. Let's do some altering to that. Let's do some altering to the company we keep. Get away from the high five helpers that ain't trying to help you. Get away from the high five helpers because it's hindering. Let's change the generational inabilities that has taught us that it is okay to just be loose cannons. It's not. You got to have some discipline and some structure in your life if you want things of value. Now, if you don't want anything different, by all means, baby girl, keep doing what you're doing. I ain't nobody mama on here. I'm just Coach Toy. I'm just trying to help some folk out, right? So on that note, y'all, I'm finna get up off of here. It's been a real. I want to close out with the 3 things that we talked about just so we can be all on one accord. So the first thing is be careful of what you attract. What you put out, you will get back. She said, how you like that, Donna Keisha? You like. Be careful of what you put out there because what you attract, you will get back. I want you to be mindful of what you say out of your mouth. I want you to be mindful of that. And saying it out your mouth doesn't necessarily have to mean with words. It's what you post. People meet your presence before they ever meet you and before you ever open your mouth. And make sure that you don't put sugar honey iced tea out there because you will surely attract flies. And we don't want flies. We want studs. We want coins. We want better jobs. We want better business partners. We want better sisterhoods. We want people to respect us more. But the respect starts with you. And Kevin Samuels was not wrong. When he read, y'all see I got my reading glasses on tonight. When he read them heifers in terms of asking for the things that they can't give in return. Stop asking for that. You got to be the thing that you want to get. You got to be the person that you need to be to keep it, right? And stop worrying about who he done left you for, honey. He left you for a reason. Sometimes we glad they gone. On that note, next week, me and y'all ain't off the hook because next week I'm going to eat y'all alive. I was a little light on my latest tonight, but I do want us to do better. I genuinely want us to do better. And if you need some help, I actually have some relationship coaches that can help you with that. I have coaches that in the tribe, the ICC tribe, that specialize in a lot of areas, y'all. Because a lot of it starts with the mindsets. What do you think of you? What do you want for you? Who would you be if you just tweak you just a little bit? What does that different you look like, feel like, taste like, be like, smell like? Like, what is that? What is that for you? I want you to get it. Somebody put go get it in the comments. I want y'all to go get it. The reason why that's important, y'all, because we are stressed and pressed oftentimes for more reasons than we should have to be. But sometimes it's you. I'm talking me, I'm pointing me to, it's me sometimes too. It's us. We do it to ourselves. So on that note, go out there and change the world, make some money doing it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. I would like you guys to share this live. Share. Tell a friend, bring a kin. I'll definitely be back next week. The men are not off the hook. I'm definitely going to have a conversation about them next week as well. The next life coaching certification is in May. Yes, I'm excited for that. Thanks for those who have already signed up for the class. You're welcome, Brandy. If you want more information about business coaching, business funding, how to build your brand, all of that good stuff, I got economical courses at icancoaching.com. The course is officially on sale now for $69. However, y'all, it's $200 off of the life coaching class until tomorrow. So boom, that's my birthday gift to y'all. So on that note, y'all have a great night. Facebook, I'm logging off. TikTok, Instagram, y'all, I'm logging off. I gotta work out because I gotta fit into this dress. I'm being silly for this wedding. And love, peace, and hair grease. Remember our motto: I can't let anything control my mind, mood, or money. Peace out. Ian broadcast here.